This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce is gearing up for their annual job fair. See what they have to offer next. Welcome everyone, and thanks for watching. I'm Ken Karen. I really appreciate your time. Here comes a whole lot of local information from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. A Hazleton minister has written a letter and posted it on his church's Facebook page. What makes this letter so special is that it is to the person or persons who burglarized the church. The burglary was discovered last Tuesday at Diamond United Methodist Church on North Locust Street in Hazleton. The burglar or burglars broke windows and door jambs, ransacked the church offices, and stole gift cards meant to help the poor. So Pastor Chris Hardy wrote a letter and posted it on the church's Facebook page, Diamond UMC. The first lines of the letter are, quote, "To the person or persons that burglarized our church, I forgive you," unquote. Pastor Hardy also asked that the post be shared. He says maybe it will somehow reach who it was meant to reach. The pastor went on to say, quote, "If you wish to make amends for what you've done, you can find me at the church every Sunday for worship at 11. If you do not and wish to remain anonymous, the invitation remains the same. You are welcome here. We all make mistakes," unquote. Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf gave his second budget address today. The budget proposal for 2016-17 came despite the fact that the 2015-16 budget still has not been resolved. Governor Wolf proposed a $33.3 billion spending plan that includes a $200 million increase for basic education. That's in addition to the $377 million hike included in this year's budget. Meanwhile, State Senator John Udechak responded to Governor Wolf's $32.7 billion fiscal 2016-17 budget proposal. The senator, a Democrat, says, quote, "It is unacceptable that we begin discussions on a new fiscal year without having a complete state budget in the current fiscal year." He continued, saying, quote, "Partisan politics in Harrisburg has created a state of paralysis while Pennsylvania faces a growing $1.8 billion structural deficit that threatens to erode all of our investments in education, job creation, health care, and environmental protection." In other news, it's Fat Tuesday today, otherwise known as Donut Day or Fosnot Day. It's the last day of indulgence before Lent, and plenty of people were stopping by Boyer's Market in Hazleton to buy freshly made donuts. We talked with Assistant Manager Matthew Nonemacher about how he celebrates Donut Day and how the bakery is affected.
I absolutely make sure I celebrate it every year. First thing in the morning when I come into work, I always grab one fresh from the bakery. But even as a kid, there was always fundraisers in elementary school at St. Joe's with Krispy Kreme and all that. We always had a box of donuts coming on Donut Day.
What's it like here? I mean, since I've been here, this corner has been packed. Is this a busy day for the bakery?
Yeah, it's probably the busiest day of the year for the bakery. The bakery manager came in around 3 o'clock to start getting ready for Donut Day. She has racks upon racks of donuts ready to go out as soon as they go in boxes and out the door.
Awesome. What's your favorite donut to get from Boyer's? What will you go to?
My favorite, I think you can't go wrong with peanut butter filled.
Whether your favorite donut is peanut butter or not, stop by Boyer's Market anytime until 11 p.m. and indulge yourself in one of their many varieties before the Lenten season begins. From donuts to cupcakes, what a newscast. We have another tasty story. This one has to do with Valentine's Day. Tomorrow is the last day to order delicious cupcakes for Valentine's Day. The cupcakes are one of several fundraisers planned to help renovate the Frackville pool.
That's right. You could be a Valentine's Day hero for your family if you bring home a half dozen cupcakes. They're actually made by Mama Millie's, and a portion of the proceeds, of course, the profits will go towards the pool. It's $7.50 for a half dozen cupcakes. Your choices are chocolate with chocolate frosting, yellow with buttercream frosting, red velvet by popular demand with the buttercream frosting, or a mixed pack, which would be 2 of each.
To place an order, contact any member of the Frackville Community Pool Committee or call 570-874-1109. The deadline to order is tomorrow. Cupcakes will be available for pickup on Saturday. Plans are underway for a major job fair in our area. Lisa Sugart has more.
This year marks the 20th annual Greater Hazleton Job Fair. Unbelievable that it has been happening for 20 years, being brought to you by the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce. Leanne Falabelle is the Vice President of Marketing for the Chamber. When you told me it was 20 years, I could not believe it, and it's coming up next month already.
It is, yes, and it's hard to believe that I've been coordinating this event for the for 10 of the 20. So that's even crazy to me. But yeah, we're very excited. This is a very popular event that we host every year. And it's going to be March 31st. It's a Thursday from 10 to 4 at Genetti's in Hazleton.
Okay. Now, right now, it's a little early to be talking about it, but that's because you wanted to get the word out that you want businesses, vendors to come to offer the jobs, but you also want people to be prepared so that they have notice to get their resumes together and, prep for all the big events that'll be taking place that day.
Yes, exactly. I just checked before I left the office today. We have 33 businesses signed up so far. We do have 62 spaces, so we're seeking the businesses to participate. Last year we were a sellout event, which we anticipate again this year. But it's very easy to sign up. They can just go right to our website. All the details are there. It's $250, which is very reasonable for the businesses, for chamber members, and $350 for non-members.
Obviously, you're doing it right or it wouldn't be lasting 20 years. So what do the businesses and the employees themselves say that successfully get matched up at this?
Yeah, I mean, every year, a lot of the businesses that participate come back every year, and they really use this as a kind of an employee bank. They get the applications, and throughout the year, they might reference back to them. A lot of them, most of them are hiring, for right now, full-time, part-time, college internships, looking for all kinds of employees, skilled, unskilled. There'll be industries there, healthcare, all different kinds of opportunities.
And for the people who will be attending, they should be ready because they do some interviews right then and there at times.
They do. A lot of them do. We do have a private interview area that the businesses can take advantage of, and they do. Mostly throughout the day, that room is busy. So be prepared to meet the human resources managers. Are usually the people that are there. Prepare to meet them, do interviews, fill out applications. A lot of the businesses now do the applications online, so they might, give them information on where to go. We do this in coordination with our local career link, so if people don't have a computer at home, they can go right to the career link, and the career link is at the job fair too, so the resource is right there for them, and they'll help them through that process as well.
For anybody planning on attending out there, so any kind of jobs, who is eligible to come to this job fair?
Yes, anybody. Anybody looking for, like I said, full-time, part-time, college internships, people that are looking to possibly advance their career. Like I said, there'll be industries, healthcare, and, don't necessarily have to be an RN, maybe you just want to be a caregiver. You don't necessarily have to have a bachelor's degree, a high school diploma, anything,
All right. And if you're looking to get involved, either as a business looking for employees or an employee looking for a new job, all they have to do is give you a call or go to the website.
Yep, they can call our office, they can call me. Our phone number is 570-455-1509, or they can just go right to our website, hazletonchamber.org, go to our calendar of events, and click on March 31st Job Fair. All the details are there. They can register right online. It's very simple. As far as for the job seeker, they don't need to register. Just come that day prepared. Again, you're going to meet the managers, the human resource managers, so you want to look presentable, show your best, and be ready to fill out some applications.
All right, a wonderful event, and hopefully if you're in the market for a new job, this is the perfect way to get it. And if you're an employer looking for employees, hopefully that perfect match can be made. Thank you so much, Leanne, for coming in. We'll bring you more on the job fair as we get closer to it in the future.
Thanks a lot, Lisa. Coming up next on FYI, I have our somewhat snowy forecast from the National Weather Service. And later, we'll get to know Joel Santana, a young man who can make it rain threes. Stay tuned.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Brandon's Forever Home will be hosting a public bear-themed story time this Saturday at 1 p.m. That's the best sentence I ever read on the news. All children ages kindergarten to 3rd grade will be invited to listen to Bear Snores On, as well as participate in crafts, eat snacks, and in return, they will also receive a free book. Brandon's Forever Home asks that you please RSVP if you plan to attend. In addition to story time, Brandon's Forever Home will also be hosting a bingo game at the Elks Lodge in Hazleton on February 28th at 1 p.m. Not Bear fair themed, I don't think. They are currently accepting donations for prizes. Some of the current prizes include a one-night stay at the lodge at Eagle Rock Resort, a certificate for the spa at Eagle Rock, and Stella and Dot jewelry. All proceeds will benefit Braddon's Forever Home.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
The National Weather Service has issued a hazardous weather outlook for our area, but it's not for the snow, it's for the cold temperatures heading our way later this week, so please be prepared. Here's our forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, snow is likely, mainly between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m. It will be cloudy with a low of 25 degrees, new snow accumulation of less than 1 inch possible. On Wednesday, we have a 40% chance of snow before 7 a.m. and then another chance of snow showers after 1 p.m. Mostly cloudy with a high near 30 degrees, new snow accumulation of less than a ½ inch possible once again. Wednesday night, 30% chance of snow showers mainly before 10 p.m. New snow accumulation of less than a ½ inch possible, and our low on Wednesday night will be 15 degrees. Thursday, a 20% chance of snow showers, mostly cloudy, high near 19 degrees, wind gusts as high as 30 miles per hour. Gets cold on Thursday. Thursday night, partly cloudy, low of only 7 degrees. On Friday, partly sunny and will only get up to 21 degrees. Friday night, 30% chance of snow showers, mostly cloudy, a low of 9 degrees. And then on Saturday, scattered flurries, partly sunny with a high near 13. Saturday night, partly cloudy with a low of -5.
We're back here at McCann School of Business and Technology, and we're helping you out in 2016. Thinking about going back to school? McCann is for you at any age. We're with 2 students. They're part of the health department here at McCann School of Business and Technology. We have Morgan, and then we're going to talk with Beth. So Morgan, first tell our audience what field you went into.
I am in medical assisting,
Okay.
and there's a lot of hands-on too, which is something that I like because that's how I learn. So that's exciting, and there's also like a lot of opportunities for jobs afterwards after this. So you can basically go anywhere if you're in this field.
When you were looking at going to school, if someone's out there and maybe they're hesitant, they're looking at making a change, but they're really nervous, what advice can you offer them?
Just go for it. It's just, I don't know, don't second guess. Just go for it.
What do you like best about the school?
Hands-on.
Hands-on.
Hands-on, yeah.
Okay, how are your teachers?
Awesome. They're all awesome. They're all so nice. They all will help you whenever you need, so.
Have you found that they have experience in their background?
Oh yeah, they're very experienced, yeah.
Okay, in what you do?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not concerned about being able to get a job after
No.
your schooling?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, and what degree are you going for?
I'm surgical technology.
All right. And what does that consist of for surgical tech?
Pretty much being the doctor's right-hand man. You'll be giving him, well, first you'll prep the OR, you'll get all the instruments that you'll need for the surgery that day, so you really got to know what you're doing, and always have what you need before you actually need it.
Right. And why is this school for everyone?
McCann, honestly, is for everyone because they'll help you no matter what. Even if you're having a hard time, they will always go out of their way to help you. They really will.
Some kids here have full-time jobs, or I shouldn't even say kids, adults coming back to school. How do they help them achieve their goals?
They're able to work with your work schedules, actually. And it was great for me because I work nights, and all of my classes are day, so they'll really go out of their way for you.
All right. Well, thank you, guys. I wish you much luck and success in both of your fields. And you can join us each and every week right here on FYI.
Thank you very much, Janine. Let's get to our midday winning lottery numbers on FYI. Pick 2, 95, pick 3, 591, pick 4, 9331, and pick 5, 16724. The Hazleton area Lady Cougars are back-to-back Wyoming Valley Conference champions. We'll tell you how that happened and much more in sports. But before this break, here's some law talk.
Hello again to Falvello Law Talk segment on SSPTV. Today we're going to talk once again about auto insurance. It's not a topic we can really cover with you viewers in 2-minute segments all at once. So today we're going to talk about really basic coverage in the auto world, and that's full tort versus limited tort. We've talked about this many times before, but it's always important to I think, to review it and make sure you know what you're buying as an auto insurance consumer. Here's the big difference. Full tort, you retain all your rights to make a claim regardless of your injury. Limited tort, you give up a lot of those rights. It becomes very subjective in the determination of how serious your injury is. And what that means is that unless you have a serious injury, as defined by law, you cannot make a claim for your pain and suffering. And that's very difficult to determine. As I said earlier, it's very subjective. But why leave that to chance? For a couple extra premium dollars, you buy the full tort, and for maybe another $30 or $40, $50 a year, if you give that up and buy limited tort, you could be giving up thousands in pain and suffering damages. It's something to consider very seriously. And even though your agent may say, hey, you have full coverage, that full coverage may involve limited tort. So ask about full tort and limited tort, and by all means, if it's something you can afford and something that you want, don't give up your right to seek pain and suffering damages for a few extra premium dollars.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
You play all year long, you put in all that hard work in the gym, and you do it for a piece of net maybe this big, and it's totally worth it. The Hazleton area Lady Cougars clinched their second straight Wyoming Valley Conference Division I championship last night with a win over Coughlin. It was sophomore Maddie Rochko who led the Lady Cougars with 19 points. Congrats to Coach Gavio and all his players. In other Wyoming Valley Conference action, MMI lost to Northwest. And in the pool, Blue Mountain swept Tamaqua. That's Tuesday's FYI Standard Speaker Scoreboard. Well, these are my notes from a recent boys basketball game. Don't worry, if we zoomed in, you still wouldn't be able to read them. The only thing worse than my handwriting is my basketball game. Anyway, I write down key plays during games, and from Shenandoah Valley's recent win over Monoy area, I have a bunch of notes that say Joel Santana. What? Or Joel Santana. How? Santana has a talent that makes you just shake your head and ask, how did he just do that? So after the Monoy area game, I asked him, how do you do that?
You can tell this is Joel Santana's happy place. The junior has a smile that will pull you into the game just as much as his crossover. There's a certain joy to his game. He loves this.
Everyone is good around me, not just me, but Jermaine McNeil, Ian McCall, Joshua White, Julio, everyone, Ricardo Chicola, that's how you say his last name. But everyone's around me. I love the team, I love the bench, I love the coaches, and I'm just glad that I'm in Shenandoah Valley.
Santana started playing basketball when he was around 4 years old while living in New York City. The game's a little different in a place where you see more large coal piles than large buildings, but Santana still uses some of what he learned while he was in the big city.
Me as a person, I like to get the crowd pump. I like to, because I can't dunk. I wish I could dunk, but I can't. But I feel like if I do a little bit of move, I get the crowd pump, I get my team going. If I do good, the team do good.
Well, he does the things you can't teach. He's got the instincts to be a point guard and a scorer, which makes him a double threat. And when he leans on his teammates, that's when he's unstoppable. When he makes the other kids around him better, that's when you're a great player. And he did that tonight. He found his teammates. They make big shots. And, he's a one-of-a-kind talent.
Santana's connection to the coal region is his uncle Marcus. Marcus Alvarez moved from New York to Shenandoah and brought his love for basketball with him.
About 3 years ago, we started the Biddy basketball program. Had been hiatus for a while in Shenandoah. And about 3 years now, we've been putting a Biddy basketball team together, hopefully preparing them for this stage of the game.
Why are you so invested in this area in basketball? You're a basketball player? Or?
I am a basketball player. I played a little bit in New York City, little rec leagues. I love the game. Tall, 6'4". Just want to get back to the community. Want to be able to give the kids a chance that I didn't have growing up.
Alvarez used to visit his nephew when he made trips back to New York City.
Every time he gets to come down to New York, I used to always want to bowl with him. I used to always play with the big people because I like to play with the older people. I feel like if I play with the older people, I get more better. I never used to like to play in my age, but when I do play in my age, I feel like I'm one step ahead of the game.
So I was around Joel for a little bit. I moved into Pennsylvania. He was still a young man when I moved out. He came to live with me when he was younger. Then he came back again to live with me. Joel has a tremendous success story, turnaround story. Hopefully one day he'll be able to share that with the world.
Right now, Santana is sharing his basketball game with the world. He's also sharing the court with his cousin, sophomore Isaiah Alvarez.
Playing with him is like crazy. If I miss a shot, I know that he's going to get the rebound. If he don't get the rebound, I know somehow, some way he's going to get it back on defense. And I'm thankful to move back up, move with my uncle and play with my cousin.
Far from the lights of New York City, Joel Santana is shining in Shenandoah, and he's loving every minute of it. Joel and his cousin Isaiah and the rest of the Blue Devils are in the Schuylkill League semifinals on Thursday against Pottsville. That game was scheduled for tonight, but is being postponed thanks to the weather. The 462 boys basketball crew won their first Schuylkill League division title in over 30 years this season. I'll have our final story coming up, and the social report is right now. Happy Wing Night! It's Wing Night at Bottlenecks. Get $2 off your order of wings or all-you-can-eat wings and boneless wings for only $14.95. Bottlenecks wings are voted best wings in the area year after year.
Hey golfers, have we got the perfect vacation spot for you? Myrtle Beach. Signature Golf Packages builds and reserves the finest and most reasonably priced Myrtle Beach vacations. From scheduling your golf tee times to making your hotel accommodations. Oceanfront to golf course villas. Mark Passon, a Hazleton native, has been doing this for 10 years. Expect excellent customer service, local knowledge of all the courses, and the best golf vacation of a lifetime. Call now to learn all of the specials that Signature Golf Packages can offer you or your group. 866-462-9885 or book now at signaturegolfpackages.com.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, Holy Trinity Orthodox Church, 223 South Kennedy Drive in McAdoo will be having a pierogi and halushki sale Friday, February 12th from 10 a.m. to 5:30. Please call ahead to secure your order, 570-929-2733. Our next announcement, the Ashland American Legion Post 434 will be conducting its annual golf outing to benefit the post. The outing will occur June 25th at Mountain Valley Golf Course in Barnesville. Fee for each golfer will be $70, and the event kicks off at 9 a.m. with a shotgun start. Prizes will be awarded, and dinner will be served at the post home. We're also looking for businesses to sponsor the event. For info, just call 570-590-2077. And finally, the Schuylkill Haven Recreation Department is proud to announce a partnership with the Schuylkill County Trout Unlimited for Trout Rodeo scheduled for April 9th. The rodeo will be $5 for all children, and tagged fish can be brought to the rec center to win a prize. Registration is available online at havenrec.com/fishing. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Thomas R. Buckley of Hazel Township. Memorial Mass will be held at the convenience of the family and under the direction of the Firo Funeral Home. Elizabeth A. Hirko, formerly of Butler Valley Manor. All services will be private and at the convenience of the family. The Damiano Funeral Home is assisting the family with the arrangements. And Martha Kordalski of Hazleton. Arrangements will be announced by the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Chris Osler of Ringtown. Chris, if you're watching, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Had a terrible day yesterday. You know what cheered me up? Meatballs from Rostis's. They're magical. Thank you, Mr. Colucci. My wife thanks you even more. I was a grump. I hope all of you had a great day. We'll see you again tomorrow. Take it easy, everyone.